let's boost those up. Pretty good. Put your charm up. Is there another option past high?
You've got a once-in-a-generation mind. I bet you really can believe it's not Borst.
That's funny. Let's see.
You're easy to like. Should come in handy if you're stopped by a guard.
I don't too much care about that. Nothing? Oh.
Cool-headed. And not just because you're frozen.
That's kind of funny. Okay, let's put that.
You'll need all your wits to save your fellow colonists.
And I think that is everything. Yes, I would like a little dexterity, but negative 10% faction reputation reaction. Okay, goes down. And positive faction reputation reactions. Good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's see. Get 2 points. And of course we're gonna.
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
Pretty high.
Ah, a fellow tinkerer.
Get those later. Oh. Determination, or I could do, let's see, melee plus 1 science, inspector, dust ball, mascot. No, I don't want my head to be hit with a dust ball. Medical plus 1. Prior to Earth, you earn the trust of the medical community. Most esteemed junior surgeons who entrusted you with what is that? Stuffing cotton balls into pill bottles. Experience on the job made you realize that diagnosing illness doesn't take a formal education when a search terminal and a little imagination will do the trick. Plus 1 medical. Oh, what's the inspire? Oh, that's the toss ball. Plasma damage, science plus 1. Dodge, engineering, shock, persuade. Ooh, I don't want to be a cashier. Let's do no discernible aptitude.
I'd say your aptitude is being incredibly lucky.
Okay, Chinda. It'll be female, that's good. Let's switch up the face though. That's pretty good. Let's see what else you got. There's like androgynous looking female. Big nose. I think 7 was it? 8? No, 8. 8 looks pretty good. Oh, skin tone just a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. It's nice. Let's change that eye color. I like those ones. Let's look at some more. I think that's it. How about those red ones? Yeah, let's go with red. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with the facial features at all. Except eyebrows. one. Let's get the hair going. Have a smooth, well, semi-smooth, rough look. I don't like that. I usually like these kind of little hairstyles. Gives them a rough edge. Silky smooth. What is that? That's awful. She looks like she's about to go yodel or something. Yodelay hee hoo. Oh, here we go. Afro. Weird. That looks like LaRue. Oh, I did something wrong. There we go. Oh yeah, let's just be crazy. How about no hair? What was that? Ponytail? Huh? Huh? That's kind of cool looking. No hair, little fade. I like that one the most. Yeah, let's get that. Hair color. Let's do something crazy. Something maybe match the eyes. Do they have a red? Yeah, that doesn't really stand out to me, so maybe I'll just go with the, like, see, you got gray in there somewhere, like a silver look. There we are. Actually doesn't look all that great. Not with the red eyes, so let's go with some purple. That works for me. Eyebrow style. Give her unibrow. Okay. Some facial hair too. I'll just make her all mixed up. There you go. That's charming. She's a lady with a beard. She's obviously Nordic. Okay. Features. Makeup. Let's not do the makeup. Wait, let's see. Okay. She looks like a blood god. There we go. Sure, why not? No dirt. You know, I kind of like this one's, like, not so... I don't even think you see their face that much. A name. What shall I name my wonderful character? There we are. Next. Cool. Cool. Yeah, let's get this engine started. Let's get it started.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
That old guy can run pretty fast.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Blasteroni. Okay.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%.
Structural integrity down 25%. Your skip drive sucks.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid.
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong?
Explosive cell death, huh?
Not to worry. I've pumped your body
the bad
full of a
news.
special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Trying to spare you from my munching. It's my lunchtime. Well,
Can you hear
second
me?
lunch.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Well, that was a crash landing. You would think that the computers wouldn't break upon landing. This is some really crappy space age
You've landed good.
technology. What in the world?
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
That guy got pulverized.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship.
Jeez.
Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Ah, look at that little sprat. Little spratty sprat. I can't hurt you, luckily. Going under obstacles. Pretty basic controlling. This isn't my first time playing this game, but this is my first time playing the role I'm going to be playing. Which isn't exactly the most, like Adreno, the most friendliest of people. It's like semi-friendly. I'm gonna choose choices I haven't chosen before. I haven't actually even beat this game, I just kinda wanna... Those bad guys up there. A canid. We don't want to be eaten by the canid. To get out of there before I end up dead.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Clearly, you should not have a gun.
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. Sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay, let's just take all your gear. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I didn't even heal him. Poor me. I mean him. Can't always be the good guy. Sometimes you gotta be bad. Welcome to the bad side. It's the dark side, but I could change it to whatever I want. Okay, I think we cleaned him out. Alright, there's nothing else over here. Guy, you really didn't have much. Bam! I'll leave you alive. Simply because you're gonna die from your wound anyway.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
It's you! Give me your spread hide. Oh yeah, I love that time dilation. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Yes, okay. I think I understand. That guy. What in the world? Why are you making those weird noises, buddy? That was fun. Yeah, I'll leave you alive. Oh, thank you, my weapon management. Let's do that. Where's your friends? Do-do. Well, booze, some cheese. Oh, bunch of nanners. Mock apple. Pick up these mag picks. I can hack things now. Awesome. Let's hack this. A telescoping staff that I shall never use. And some fish sticks. Probably shouldn't even have wasted that. And let's get some pre-sliced bread. Alright, now. Cute. In the neck! Thanks. I'm gonna be needing these things. Doubt you'll need them. Cause you're dead. Alright. Down the way we go, a hunting we will go. Whoa! Hi ho the Dario, a hunting we will go.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Rather not run over there. Isn't there marauders around here somewhere? Nothing? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go. Really don't have time. Ah! Okay, who's next? You? You're next. Ow! Okay, let's go back. I know there's one more of you. I just want to make sure I get all my bits. Where are you going? Why are you running from me? Don't you want to fight? Don't you want to fight? Alright, let's get on this ship. Bam! Oh, actually, had a dialogue option there that I didn't take advantage of, but...
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable... Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! The eyeball.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Disappointment.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Rolls eyes.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
This time. Do. Alright, level up, yay! Okay. Let us get on with some leadership. Okay. Definitely gonna be needing that. Oh. Actually, let's wait, revert. I didn't revert all, right? Yeah, let's pump that directly into there. No, wait. That's not what it was. It's this one here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, specialized perks. Oh, the specialized perks menu. This is where all the fun gets to happen. Yeah, let's just boost our XP up as much as we can, because you get a companion very early on. And back. Oh, I should have put gameplay on. But I didn't.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
My report. There's actually a way to bypass that, but lying works just as good. Wow, I'm so slow. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. I'm just a little slow. Pop, pop, popper. Ooh, what's that? Big cartridge. And yeah! Don't you run from me. Yeah. Okay. Let's... That was fun. Anything over here that I need to know about? Oh.
Gonna find you!
Oh, jeez. Let's get my health up there before I decide I want to die. Okay. And bad doggy. Bad doggy. Bad dog. There, now I'm at full health. That's that guy has the crazy weaponry. You gotta die first. Where's the other one at? Oh, I already lost his body. Oh no. Oh well, let's just go kill some other... Oh no, I died. Damn it. I'm a screw up. Alright. I screwed that up. Got too cocky. That's what happens when you get overconfident. I thought for sure I'd kill that guy before you got me. Alright, cool. Yeah, I know. Let's go ahead and boost this on up. Yeah, this is the one that really needs. Don't I need some? Alright, and then we'll just pump into. Let's give myself some melee. Just a little bit. Alright. I've actually never died right there before, so that's first. Definitely making different decisions.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay. Let's see, what else do we got here? Nothing yet. Nothing good yet. Give me one of your guns. You guys' guns seem to be pretty cool. Run! Just making my job more tedious. Vantage points. I've never actually been over that area. Okay. Let's see if I can just mark this guy fairly quickly. Oh, come on. How's this guy doing? There's a sniper. No wonder I died so fast. Hunting rifle, huh? Cool loot. Definitely a good spot to hit up. These particular things I don't really waste my time too much on because it eats up your mag picks, and obviously I think I got everything there. Yeah, I got everything here. You need your mag picks for picking locks, and there's gonna be like way better loot later on, so no point in wasting them on such small loot when there's much better things that await. There's like a little area, that right there. How do I get up there? Up, here we go. Can I jump from here? I don't think so. Up, there's a ladder. Awesome. Convenience. And this is definitely like high loot, and we definitely want our ammo, so this guy was just up here drinking his apple juice, mock apple juice. Alright, let's get out of here. Not gonna waste my time trying to climb down that. That sounds dangerous. Yeah, better leave those things alone. Alright, so apparently I've had too much to drink, and my bladder is calling me. So you guys... get in that screen where I go. Run to Salt tuna canopy. Oh, I don't need that for now. So the trick here is you don't get caught. You can take about as much as you like. Anybody in here? Wow. A vending machine. There's people there. Okay, well, let's go explore this really quick. So I've never actually explored this. And I did say I'd be doing things I never usually do. Oh wow, look at that. An empty room. Wonder what kind of secrets we have in here. Mechanical Engineering Guide 2. That's... I won't be going into that. Lots of good loot there. And no one has stopped me. Alright. What's this? Place? Different place. Let's see if you got some goodies here. Oh yeah. Lots of goodies. Got a toss ball stick. Alright. I really just leave this place very much unattended. Alright. And that does that. No reason to even close that, but... A-hunting we will go, a-hunting we will go. Sacrifice the blood of all, a-hunting we will go. 'Cause I am Abaddon.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
We got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
This guy's a moron.
I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Alright. So I chose the top line last time. This time, I will choose this one.
You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason.
Okay.
The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose.
Okay, I think you have to.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers.
Deserters.
I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
I need them to come home.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Right on. Alright, sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
She's
Best of luck to
drinking,
you,
buddy.
and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
It is so much. Oh, GB. Alright. So, you've gained a companion. Like I said, you get a companion early on, so companions can provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. Increase your carrying capacity, unlock special companion combat abilities. So, that's really awesome to have a companion. And you get to have quite a bit of them. Interesting. Okay, so... what are you doing right there? Woo! Woo! Alright. That is not enough. There's the exit.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can
Yeah,
we chat?
sure. You
Sorry.
want to chat?
You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave place. This town has definitely got issues. Okay. Did you know that Adelaide mentioned? Okay, here we go.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, so we're gonna go through this section pretty fast. There's a long way to like go about doing this mission, but I'm gonna do the short way of doing this. So you go into this spot here.
I've always felt weird in here.
Talk to him.
It's too clean.
Alright, talk to him.
Yes, what is it?
He also
You're an outsider.
turns into a
Fantastic.
companion.
Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
That is a great question. Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
All right.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Assuming you're serious? Yeah, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. I actually needed to go to the other side, but that's okay.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Oh, I was showing you guys that you could do the illusion one, which tells you to go way over to the right to go get the mission done, but this is actually a shortcut you can take. So I went out the wrong door the first time, but that's the door you should come out of. And then you just venture over here to the left. And as you're venturing to the left, you will run into... It's around here somewhere. Well, that's Edgewater Cemetery. But you keep going, and you'll run into a stream. Ta-da! Nice, cool little stream. So the book is actually up there. But I'll go down here and grab some loot really quick. So bonus loot if you love looting like I do. Come down in here. And where is it? I'll probably see it on the way back up. Yeah, I definitely passed it up already. But you can come down here and check this place out. And here is some loot here. I think that was all the loot that was right in this area, if I recall correctly. There might be more, I just don't really want to spend all the time looking around for it. So, go back up the stream and there'll be a box on the way up. It's just bonus loot. Pretty sure there's a box up here somewhere. Maybe not in the PlayStation edition. That's weird. There's usually a box right here. So I've played this on both consoles. There it is. Yeah, it's there. Okay. On the Xbox and the PlayStation.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she's jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Unlicensed terraforming. That is so funny. Alright, so you're gonna need a gun for this part. Don't worry, there's no enemies yet. But you discover a hideout here. River hideout, right? And you shoot it. Yeah. Shoot these and come loot it. And remember, this is part of the quest for Vicar Max. He wants you to find this book. Now, I will show you that it tells you to go somewhere else. It's not here. But you can go up that stream I showed you and get the book a lot faster if you have lockpick skill turned up enough.
Easy.
And there it is, Journal of Mbaknu or whatever it is, and all done. If you want to fight, you can head out that way. I believe it's just Marauders. I don't too much care for fighting these guys, so you don't have to go that way. You can go out the other way, which came in, to kind of avoid all that mess. Alright. And now, I think it toggled the other one. Let's see, let's make sure we're on the right. Alright, let's do this one. And now we're gonna go to the geothermal plant. Actually, there's a spot over yonder that I like to touch first before I go over to the geothermal plant because it has some good loot. Where is it? Alright. There we are.
Here we go!
Actually, just shoot that bit.
Everyone all right?
There we are. Free loot. So the spot is just up here.
Come out!
Incoming!
Wow. His head got ejected. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the extra loot is gonna be in this spot here. Actually it's up there too, but let's open this spot up. And open the door to the magical world of... I don't know. I don't think that door is worth opening. If I recall correctly, it really isn't a lot of loot in there. The better loot is gonna be... Where are ya? Here. Community center? Alright.
Nice one.
Oh look, I'm around it. Just hacking away at it. Okay, so before you end up dead... You, sir, are bothering me. Alright. Yeah, because these guys are heavily geared, you won't be able to get like one-shot kills, especially for the head. You can get some pretty good damage though. Yeah. There's a body here somewhere. And as you can see by now, like most of my stuff needs repair, so something you could simply do is I don't think I have the option to repair yet, do I? Right, I don't have enough. So you can come here and go through your... I think my gun is more better, yeah? I'll just break that down. Shot cannon, that looks like fun. Let's break that down. Okay, so I could obviously just replace my gun here. Right? And ta-da, that's fixed, and I can just break this one down instead of wasting parts. But, I mean, you get so much loot and weapons in this game, I don't really think you could possibly run out of parts. Don't want to alarm him. There's a really cool way to do this without alerting everybody.
We're pretty good at this.
Stealth gets you a lot of places. Okay, see that guy? He's bent over.
Here we go.
Abaddon.
We made it.
See, everyone's still pretty quiet. If you want, you can look at some cool creatures. Learn some information about primal's and canids. Yeah. My passion is come in handy. Good things. Okay, if we just walk around. I think there's two guys now. Rats. Annoy me. Nice sawed-off shotgun. Some light armor. Doesn't cost you anything. Nice. First aid or key. Can always just get information off of the terminals too. Sometimes it comes in handy. I don't really waste my time in there. It's good loot. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't really need to be hidden right now. No one's in this room. I'll just available for myself here. And, that's the key that we got from hacking that box over there. Like I said, this is a great place to just come and just get a bunch of loot. Gonna make some extra bits, which is gonna come in handy later on. Because you have a mission where you have to pay 10,000 bits to get a nav key to go do a mission that's part of the main quest. I think I got everything. Yeah, that's everything. This was the original door here. What's this guy moving about? Made some noise there. Now he's distracted. Just sneak.
Together! Don't mess with this.
Get some cool weapon mods.
I'm ready. Really? That's the last of them.
Wow. That's a pretty cool weapon. And then we make our way through here. What was you on about? Vending machine, we get points for discovering. Where? Oh, upstairs. We still haven't touched the upstairs.
Incoming!
Alright. You can head upstairs. And grab your loots. Looty loots. All the loot in the world. Oh yeah. Pep pills. Some pep in your step. Some mock apple. There was one more bin. That wasn't it. Where is it? Well, I guess I got all the bins, huh? Thought I didn't. Alright. And this place. Some extra bits. And on to the actual quest of questions. Alright. Made it out of there. Marauder. I don't too much care for the Marauder.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh, that's right. I need to go speak with Adelaide. Adelaide. Right. Should be able to go this way. Yeah. Definitely went the wrong way there. There it is. Sorry, I was munching on some chips.
Oh, hey, sure, yeah. Hey, just talk to Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Don't mess with us. Incoming! Nice.
Systems.
Don't mess with us. That's the last of them.
Bow, 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 bow. From the planet to your living room. Having trouble closing the distance to use your melee attacks? Well, that moved too fast. Each of your companions has unique perks and a unique special attack. Build a team that fits your playstyle, or just hang out with your favorites.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
And a touch to the right. Da 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 da.
Okay! switches. That'll be easy enough.
Where is it? Where are ya? Over here? There we are. That's weird. Jumping. Look, a sprat. A little sprat. Look, it's running. A little sprat ran away. It's not good.
Here we go! Don't mess with us. Here we go! Everyone all right?
Yeah, this gun definitely comes in handy. But if you don't happen to have one of these on you, there is a way where you can get the robots to attack each other, but you have to go downstairs and talk to Chester Higgins. Okay. Alright.
There's two more.
There's one.
What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the vet?
Here's this place here.
No, just leave me alone.
So you go downstairs, and as you can see, he's freaking out. Mosey your way on down here.
Get away!
Alright. And of course I have skill points.
No, just leave me alone.
Alright, let's do some boosting here. That's pretty good. Hold on. Right. Oh, it's already pretty high anyway, so let's just get that up to 30 at least. Alright, I need that to be like a 55 by the time I get over to this other spot. Alright, so let's go to my perk. And I personally like to be really fast, so that impact hammer.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk?
Oh, I need to.
The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years.
Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Alright, cool. Now that you've gotten that, you can obviously get the robots to fight each other. Rather than you. And you can still kill them if you feel like it. So. I think this is just up here. Don't want to miss some good loot. Okay. Run up here really quickly. Modify behavior. Select new target. Define intruders. Define intruders. Spacer's choice. Mechanicals. And then you'll just head back here. Let's go here. Fighting.
Mine's Dean. You're liable to get scalded. Here we go.
Ah, cool. Kill that. Get a workbench. I think this is the spot where I don't mind using 3.
Dang, that's impressive.
No, you have the entryway here. Didn't really need to do anything with that door, but now you have access to the workbench.
Where'd it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt,
If I wanted
what
to mod
happens
my
to
weapons at this point. Okay. It's up there.
the last.
And now we have
I'm
power.
not sure what the ride is.
Woohoo!
Alls I know is the decision's final.
Alright, I'll just skim on down that if you want to.
Don't mess with
Take these guys on.
Down they go! Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? If you're sure. I had to ask.
Uh-huh. Now, here comes the choice. The choice of them all. Master control terminal. We're going to redirect the power. Continue. So, do we want to go to Edgewater or the Botanical Laboratory? So, I usually go with Edgewater. This time, I'm going to go with the Botanical Laboratory. The Botanical Laboratory. Alright, exit. Let's see what happens now. Ooh, what's this? Decreased reputation. Deserters, increased reputation. Deserters are now agreeable. Bypass shunt. Specialist choice reputation decreased. Let's see by how much. Reputation. Oh, well, they're neutral, so that's still good. They don't hate me. That's a little better than what I expected, to be honest. Let's see, can I get out of here? Okay. I don't know. Traveling down new paths now. I've never actually diverted power to the botanical labs, so usually divert the power to Edgewater. Let's see. What will be the outcome? Okay, first. Let's see. Continue. Comes down the power, return to read. Stranger to land, divert power to another, find a power regulator. Retrieve the power regulator. Okay, so now I have to go talk to Reed. Ow. Use the Edgewater. The mantisaur. It kind of looks like a grasshopper. Yeah, definitely looks like a mutated grasshopper. Okay, let's go figure out where Reed is. This guy's not gonna like me much after this. But first, actually, hold on. Let's go here so I can find my power regulator because it's around here somewhere. Ah.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
No, it's kind of the same.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. Adelaide. Adelaide wants nothing more than to see this town suffer. To see me suffer. All you've done is satisfied her hatred. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Cool. So what happens then?
Stand down, all of you. We're done
There you go. Deserter's reputation increased. Power regulator. Oh, the deserters are now revering me. Interesting. So it actually doesn't end up being that bad because you don't have to fight anyone else, and you still get the power regulator, and you shut down. Let's see, does that affect my reputation with Spacer's Choice? No, Spacer's Choice is still pretty neutral. So I can actually turn this around. That's not bad. I would say it's worth just giving the Botanical Garden a chance. Alright, let's get my sneak up. That is necessary. But I also need my persuasion to be high. Okay. Okay, before I go out, actually, go back here. Oop. And let's talk to the Vicar Max.
What are we supposed to do now?
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then. Oh, inarguably. This town was a pustule on the ass of the architect. Metaphorically speaking. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Ah, see? Thanks, Max.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Wasted. Okay, at least you still have your mission work here to give you your life meaning. Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for? This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. Okay. Speaking of plague-ridden backwaters, I should get going.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Goddamn moochers. Yeah, sure, it could be a beneficial arrangement.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Capitan.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I was actually really hoping that by cutting the power down...
I put my whole life in that cannery.
Everybody's all depressed. Dang. It's like the doors even shut down. I thought this would, like, possibly open up some doors where we could just loot the crap out of everything, but it looks like because you choose that answer, or that, option, you don't get to loot anything. Alright. So there was a spot I did say I wanted to go check out, which was the junkyard over here. Was this it? No, that wasn't it. Where is it? There it is. Damaged mechanical sentry. Can they loot in these combat drones? Oh, just a lot of ammo there. I wonder if this was a door that I was able to get into before I diverted the power. Oh, what's that? Nice. Alright, interesting. Anything in between these parts here? Alright, where you at, little damaged spot?
I would like to die first.
Don't mess
Subtle work, Captain.
Yeah, energy cells just come by the Oh, here we are. Bracelet. Bit cartridge. Alright, time to head back to the ship and skedaddle. And there was the cemetery, wasn't there? Eh. There's a cemetery.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Captain, you're wounded!
I'm so wounded. Well, that sucked.
You hiding? They were just in the job!
Don't mess with us. Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Okay. Let's keep going. I got a captain. She kills me. That was really fast.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I... Do you know how to...
Yes,
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum ba-dum.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
All right.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
Sure.
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Alright. Now everything will be open. So you can run around, go on your captain's course. Okay, let's see here. I'm curious why inspiration and determination are spread so widely apart. Oh, actually, let's go here, there. It's intentional with that one. Actually, revert. Let's bump into this guy. And then... Okay. Well, actually... Yeah, because I already have a perk that gives me that. There. Oh, I have one more, so let's put it here. Okay. Let's get myself some more health. That always comes in handy. base health. That generated, 10 engineering. Sure, let's give myself the boost of engineering. And let's give myself a boost of hack. Alright, cool. The rest is all like aimed towards them, okay. Sentry saber. Bend to put things
Make yourself
in.
at home, Captain.
Yeah, that's a cool, nifty little robot. Nifty robots.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? A neutron walks into a bar and asks, "How much for a Rizzo's rum and something?" Leering, the bartender replies, "For you, no charge." As you wish, Captain.
Science
I
jokes,
must
gotta
comply
love
with
them.
all direct orders.
It was more funny the first time, though. Well, you always got an attitude, Ada. God. Alright, let's head over to the Groundbreaker. Break some ground. Welcome to the system map.
Mission reached. The Groundbreaker.
Let's talk when you're free.
Yeah, when I'm free. Okay, let's see. Do I have any cool mods yet? I am really just aching it now. On my shock cannon, I do not have any really awesome mods yet, so I'll have to wait for that one. That's plastic. Okay, so let's see. Can I repair yet? Yes, I would love to repair. Okay, first let's get rid of some of this junk. Okay. Okay, armor. That's 3. Let's see if I got any decent armor yet. Not quite yet. So let's just... Oh shoot, it's still only a 3. That's really sad. Okay, let's talk.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? If I had to fix a station this big, I'd be spending all my time trying to figure out what needs doing now and what can wait. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, let's go.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Nope. Just take Maximilian, and then let's continue on. Onward.
Smells like grease and unwashed body.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back-bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Customs and inspection. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Well, but we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Woohoo.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Okay.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded? I'll take
Just
it
the
this
opposite.
happens a lot.
The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets, then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Alright.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? Be seeing you.
Be seeing you too.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door.
Oh, liberty.
You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
The puns in this
Those
game.
have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Yay. Well then.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Interesting.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Alright. Merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Alright, cool. Oh, those are weapons. Is that really all she has in stock? Okay. Oh. What is that? What's in here? Interesting. Interessante. These are free. Toggle's messing up. How much I love trash. This one is... I can't even tell. Rizzo's. And the board. And this is... I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I don't have many bits, but I'll have a bunch by the time I'm done here. Just trying to see if a particular model was around here. This person. Really Mario.
Now see here, what was I doing again?
What was I doing again? That is so funny. Alright, well, I'm not gonna run around trying to steal from everybody at this point. Get out of here. So I did that. This takes me there.
Go back to Byzantium, bastards.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this?
What devilry
In whose
is
miserable fever dream am I trapped? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?